to the Swamp, home of the Florida Gators, and we've long been told it is here that only the Gators get out alive. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Well, you don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. To the ground with the back. Shows him the stiff arm. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Really good-looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space. It was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally to the football. This guy has a little bit of that, too. If they can find more creative...
Oh, he's got some space. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Texas A&M trying to gig him in the red zone. The give to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Nowhere close on that one as he got thrilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Aggie! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just unloaded on the kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Quarterback making adjustments. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Past the sticks, and he may get more. stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why.
Brings into the open. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
The Gators will have it 1st and 10. Jones wants to throw it. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. Guys, let's chat about Florida. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Give the guy in the back end.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Off the boot, looking for his man. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Gators will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. They're trying to seal the edge off right tackle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the right. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, you got to love that if you're on defense because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure and you only rushed 3 guys. Well done.
To the air, it's Mendoza. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. They'll start this drive from the 42. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it 1st and 10. Just a short pass to the tight end. Across the 25, he's got room. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
What a weapon this guy is, right? At the tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gator!
You know, Oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. The option look. Leaves it with the running back. There he goes. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Complete downfield. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Wants to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
They'll send the back in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Just ran him over. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Hand off from the shotgun. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Down here as they go back to work. They'll try the toss to the left. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you're running back.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Aggie.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. K-State has the lead right now. The Little Apple has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by a field goal over Missouri. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Jones to throw. Makes the grab. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback. And a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
They'll go to the ground. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, five-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Guys, let's chat about Florida. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time four-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Complete on 3rd down. Turning it on. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Give to the back. Just ran over it. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness.
And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
And the point after is good. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Here he comes. This is a gamble. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. And his throw is incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Got it in the middle, it's McGowan. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield, it's McGowan. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw again. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pulls it in. It's McGowan. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. He'll keep it on the sneak. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Trying to get the corner. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offense goes toss, but guys, they do it running into the boundary. There's just not a lot of space and room to work for the running back. He had nowhere to go, and he got tackled for a loss.
And the Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here's a heat. Takes a hit as he fires.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. Trying play action. Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Might be changing the route. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Jones wants to throw it. Got it set up on the outside. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
The Gators will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the right. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Keeps looking downfield. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He'll take the deep shot. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Trying to set the tone with the run. Breaks the tackle.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the ground, it's Daniels. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line's going to have to play a lot better here.
Jones to throw. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. With all those receivers in the game, you might think they were getting ready to try to take a big shot. Instead, just efficiently moving the chains.
Yeah, you got all that speed. It scares the mess out of me. I might give you more of a cushion, especially in some areas where you're going to get good matchups of safeties or linebackers on receivers. Nice execution by the offense, getting the free first down.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
The Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. The short hand, it's Gibson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
The Gators are moving quickly down the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll go right back to it. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Jones wants to throw it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. And the Gators decide to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll leave it with him. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire. Game, how can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. He's got it. Oh, he's got some space. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not...
Touchdown, Texas A&M. And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. K-State has the lead right now. The Little Apple has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by a field goal over Missouri. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the back. Shakes off the defender. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Jones to throw. Quickly complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
He leaves it with his back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the 1st himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
The Gators come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Pulls it in, it's Coleman. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Jones wants to throw it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And those are tough passes when you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines. It's a longer throw for the quarterback to make, and I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Finds his man. It's McGowan. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. The running back has it. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it good.
Wide receiver going in motion. On the option. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. They'll try the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Defense in press coverage. Here's the handoff. Brought brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manager. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down up.
Snead gets it done. They push out this lead in the fourth quarter, and it might be enough to give them that elusive second win of the season.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Jones to throw. It's complete to the left. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we
brings into the open. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Man, that is just what this defense did not need. Late in the football game, up by a couple of scores, you just can't give up the big play. And listen, that was a contested catch, but we got to get guys on the ground. Can't give up explosive. Let that clock tick and preserve the lead.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Well, if you could give a helmet sticker to this defensive coaching staff, they would get one because of the plan they've had for this guy at wide receiver. He is one of the best in the entire country with his speed and his athleticism. But they...
Touchdown, Gator! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Let's go! Jones wants to throw it. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20.
Man, that looked like that was going to be a 4-point swing, guys. He gets the interception. It looks like that's going to be a house call. Nice job by the offense, racing down the field and getting a tackle and preventing 2 points for the other team.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
I I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
You know, this tight end's a weapon in the passing game. He runs good routes, normally has good hands, but didn't have them there.
From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They kick it away on 4th down. Takes it on the return. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Grab behind the line. It's Jackson. There he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
And it was the defense that got this started, right? They were the ones who got the stop, forced the punt, gave it back to the offense, who now just picked up a nice completion. You win as a team, but give the defense credit for getting this thing going.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Jones to throw. Moving away from pressure. He's taking a deep shot. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
And that receiver had nobody around. That has got to be embarrassing for the defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Yeah, we don't have many plays left. You know, the clock winding down, we got to make something happen. These kind of plays are just crippling. They will absolutely ruin what chance you have to.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right?
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
It's
showed that this year yet, so they overloaded the one side. They used their speed to get the block, and then how about scooping and scoring and taking it to the crib?
They'll try to get the two, knot this thing up, and maybe push us into overtime. Zings it complete to the right. He barges his way into the end zone for the two, and we are locked up here in the fourth. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. From the gun. Throws for the tight end. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Steps away to find some room. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On the move, it's McGowan. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
You wonder about that play call on 3rd and long, maybe just trying to get themselves a little bit more real estate, but it didn't fool the defense. They create another negative play now deep in the opponent's territory. The defense has just been dominant on this drive.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. And don't forget, he did have one blocked earlier. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Now, don't forget, and I'm sure he hasn't, he had one blocked earlier. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. And this field goal would be etched in the memory of their fans forever if he could knock it through from here. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. With the ball marked down at the 41, they'll need a big 58-yard field goal to try to save themselves. And that is no good. And here in the fourth quarter, still all tied up, guys.
That's the end of regulation.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Paul. We're like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
We'll get it started here in overtime. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. If he runs this back, this game's over. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. At the 20. That'll do it. A pick 6 for victory. The interception to win it in overtime. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a